Good morning, class. Today I am going to teach you chapter 4 Air of your book Geography SST. Now, in this chapter Air, first of all we are going to see its meaning. Air in simple words means Hawa. You can feel the air present around you. Okay? The air which is present around us is a part of our atmosphere. You can see it written in a book that the earth is surrounded by a huge blanket of air called atmosphere. We can breathe in and breathe out only with the help of air which is present in our atmosphere around us. Next to it, we are going to study about atmosphere. You can see over here there is a figure drawn in your book. In this, we are able to see nitrogen, which is 78%, oxygen 21%, carbon dioxide 0.03%, argon 0.93%, and the last is other gases, which is 0.04%. You can see or feel tiny dust particles, few water droplets, humidity. We call it chipchipapan. Okay, it is due to the water droplets present in our atmosphere. This is a part of other gases. Next to it is your nitrogen. It's a very important gas. Basically, it's not directly inhaled but indirectly used by plants. The bacteria present in the soil use it to make its food. The second is your oxygen. Basically, human and animals take oxygen. Okay. Next is your carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas which the human beings exhale and the other plants inhale. Next, over here you can see it. It's written over here. Oxygen, the use of oxygen, the use of carbon dioxide, and you can see over here bacteria is written, soil from plants. Okay, and you can see over here global warming is written. Global warming basically is a part and parcel of your atmosphere. When carbon dioxide increases in that atmosphere, it leads to global warming. Next, we are going to study about structures of atmosphere. You are able to see a figure over here. In this figure, you are able to see there are layers of atmosphere. Now in this layer, you can see this is a height table which shows in which height which layer of atmosphere is present. You can see the first layer is your troposphere. The layer in which we live is known as troposphere. It is 13 kilometer in height. Okay, it has all the weather phenomena like your rainfall, fog and hailstorm. Okay, next to it you can see is stratosphere. Stratosphere, you can see over here its height is up till 50 kilometer. Okay, you can see the airplanes in your sky which is present in your stratosphere layer. Okay, your ozone layer is also in this layer. Now next is your mesosphere. Mesosphere is the third layer of your atmosphere which is up to a height of 80 kilometer. We are taking over here approximate height, not the exact height. Okay, so we are taking in tens chart. Now we are see over here, you are able to see here small white spots. These are your meteoroids. Okay, when meteoroids enter in your atmosphere, it burns over here itself. It does not reach till the troposphere. Next layer is your thermosphere. Thermosphere is a layer which temperature increases with increase in height. Next to it, you can see over here is your exosphere. Okay, exosphere is a layer of air which has your two gases, helium and hydrogen, which float in your air. Okay. The next topic which we are going to cover is weather and climate. You must have listened that today we are having hot and humid climate, or you must have listened that today it's rainy. Maybe today it's rainy, tomorrow it is not. So what it means? The weather changes with hour to hour, okay, or day to day. Maybe it's raining today, so it can be sunny tomorrow, or a humid climate day after tomorrow. So what is that? That is weather. You can see over here, weather is a hour to hour or day to day condition. When weather increases or weather takes for a longer period of time, it is known as climate. Next, temperature. You must have felt many times it is very cold or very hot. That is temperature. Okay, temperature of an area changes from time to time. Maybe it's hot. You can see over here. Maybe it's cold. Maybe it's airy. Okay. So what is this? This is change. This is all due to change in temperature from time to time. It is also known as isolation. When you have seen in your figures, or you must have studied in the previous books, that your equator has more of the solar radiations. Okay, basically sun radiations fall directly on the equator, and it increases or depletes when it reaches to the poles. So what is here? Insolation is basically very high, or your heat is very high when you comes to equator, and it decreases with decrease in your altitude or in your other areas. Next to it, we have a topic, air pressure. What is air pressure? When you would have gone somewhere, you would have felt some kind of pressure on your body. When it's a cold temperature or a rainy day, you feel a high breeze. Okay, this is a part of your air pressure. And after that, you can see that it's written cloudy skies and wet weather. This all is due to the air pressure, and that is affected by the temperature present in your atmosphere. Next to it, we are going to see the next topic, that is wind. What is wind? When the air flows it from a high pressure area to the low pressure area, it is called wind. जब आपके क्या होता है, हाई प्रेशर एरिया से लो प्रेशर एरिया तक आपकी हवाएं बहती हैं, ठीक है, इट इज़ नोन एज विंड. बेसिकली योर when you reach higher altitude, your winds or air decreases out. आपको हवा का जो है असर वो कम लगेगा, कम हवा लगेगी वहाँ पे. Okay, now you can see over here there are few winds. First is your permanent wind. You must have seen over here in the figure. In the figure there are prevailing westerlies. Prevailing westerlies. These are your permanent winds. Okay, permanent means it always flow out. कभी ये रुकती नहीं है, हमेशा ये चलती रहती है. Next is your seasonal winds. Seasonal winds basically depends upon your season, such as monsoon in India. This time we are going through monsoon season, so we are feeling plenty of winds around us. Next is your local winds. You must have felt in the hot weather or hot climate there are few winds which is known as लू, जिसे हम बोलते हैं कि ये हमारी सूखी गर्म हवाएं हैं. Okay, which affects also us. Now the next topic is cyclone. When the wind increases, it leads to rainfall also, and with rainfall it has tidal surge. Okay, so this is what is your cyclone. You must have seen that it brings destruction in a area. Okay, the topic is moisture. Moisture, what do you mean? Chipchipapan, humidity present in your atmosphere. You must have felt that in your hot days और चिपचिपे दिनों में, ह्यूमिडिटी में आपके जो हैं क्लॉथ्स वो जल्दी नहीं सूखते हैं. ओके, इट इज़ ड्यू टू द वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स प्रेजेंट इन योर एटमोसफियर. ओके, इट्स रिटन ओवर हियर इन द बुक ऑल्सो that on a humid day clothes take longer to dry and sweat over body. Now we are talking about water cycle. Okay, you must have seen in your book there are three figures drawn over here. Over here there are types of rainfall. conventional rainfall, relief rainfall and cyclonic rainfall. Basically, when we see rainfall, we see a water cycle. You must have studied in your science also. First is your part is your evaporation. Evaporation means when the water from your water bodies evaporate and it becomes cloud. When it becomes cloud, it is called condensation. Okay, and after condensation, it again falls on the earth's surface. It is known as precipitation. Okay, you can see over here the word precipitation is given, condenses is given. Okay, and over here it's given evaporate. Next to it, we are able to see rainfall is very important for survival of plants and animals. Without rainfall, there would be no water circulation, there will be nothing. So we will be also not be able to get fresh water also. Okay, if we are not able to get fresh water or the water, there will be a water scarcity that will bring to that will be bringing to drought in the various parts of our country. Okay, thank you.